Now, we all know how financially draining it can be to be a student these days. Many leave university with debts running into thousands.
Some take part-time jobs in bars and clubs, but other more enterprising students across the region are now earning serious money, up to £250 a week, while building their portfolios and getting experience. Rebecca Broxton's been finding out just how they do it.
Lauren and Jeremy Howe were married a month ago. This is the first time the Wiltshire bride has seen the pictures.
Oh, I love that shot, that's brilliant.
They were taken by photography graduate Kerry Thomas. Lauren couldn't afford a professional photographer, so found Kerry via a website, Studentgems.com. The rookie snapper charged a fraction of what a commercial one would have cost, just £300, and Lauren was over the moon with the results.
Kerry offers a service that, that is second to none really. She was there in the morning, she stayed with us throughout the day, and it's cheap and she's reliable, and money was a big factor.
For Kerry, it was an opportunity to earn some serious money, gain experience and add to her portfolio.
You don't really have that much work under your belt, and that's what people look for, especially for things like photography. They want to see what you've done and see where you've been. If you come out with a grade but nothing to show, it's not really going to get you anywhere.
So how does the website work? Well, students join up and post their profiles. For a monthly fee, companies can then search those profiles to find people with the skills they need. Or they can advertise the jobs they have available, and the students can then apply for them.
But isn't this just exploiting students by getting jobs done on the cheap?
The students do need that experience, and we suggest that they charge for half the commercial cost because they're not professionals. They are uncut diamonds, which is where the name comes from. And they are very talented and keen and willing. And they want the chance to show off what they can do and to add to their portfolios. I'm so in love with you, whatever you want to do.
21-year-old Saskia Gregory is studying at the University of Gloucestershire to become a recording artist. She's making around £200 a week through jobs she secured via the website.
I've done a lot of different things. I've been doing copywriting, and one of the latest things I've done is I write product descriptions for a satellite and digital TV company. So it is very unrelated to what I do, but I research products and then write descriptions. The money I've made through Studentgems jobs, I've been able to save up much quicker to get equipment I need for my course and for music making, much quicker than if I'd done a part-time job, any other part-time job.
Saskia and Kerry are now on the road to succeeding in their dream careers, working hard, paying off their debts, and leaving behind some very satisfied customers. Rebecca Broxton for the West Country Tonight.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
So, how financially fraught is it being a student?
Alicia Sampson, the president of Plymouth University Student Union, came into our Plymouth newsroom earlier, and I asked her how tough is it for students to make ends meet.
I think it's always been difficult for students. We're not known to have a large income, so it has always been difficult, but I think recently it's become more difficult because fees are higher than they used to be, living costs are higher than they used to be, bills and accommodation, the prices keep going up. So it is becoming increasingly difficult for students to make ends meet.
Now, in that piece, we saw some rather unusual student jobs, typical jobs that we think of students doing, perhaps like babysitting and waitressing. Are they harder to come by than they used to be, do you think?
Yeah, well, nowadays, because of since the recession, those sorts of jobs that students would normally do are being taken by people who have either sort of been made redundant, or people who are more qualified than students, or by other types of people. So students aren't necessarily getting those jobs like they used to, and it is more competitive nowadays. I think ever since the recession, really, it's just become a lot worse.
Do you think, though, it's fair for students to do some of those professional jobs, like the photography that we saw in that piece, and take jobs away from professionals?
Well, I think it's brilliant for those students to have the opportunity to gain those skills, whether it's through work experience or whether it is through paid work. It's brilliant for students to get the opportunity to build their portfolio, build their CV, because that's what they're going to university for. They're going to university to try and get a good job, and by taking on these part-time jobs as well as studying, they are getting that opportunity to become more employable in the future, and that's what they're paying for.
Alicia Sampson, thank you very much indeed.